Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz and welcome back to the penultimate episode in our campaign with SGS Stalingrad. This is episode 11. We've got about 2 weeks left in our German offensive to try to take the city of Stalingrad. And yes, over my shoulder, it is what it is. Snow, in addition to typhus that's killing German troops, the lack of artillery that seems to have abandoned us, a devastated city, and the Russians. Now snow is pitching in trying to wipe out our German soldiers. Beware of lower stacking limits in snow terrain, as well as a sharp reduction in forage. Isolated troops will suffer more, and from now on units will suffer extra hits due to low temperatures, frostbite, and extreme cold. Excellent, because why not? Oh, we got a nice snow-covered terrain right now. Let's jump in and do a quick recap as to when we left off. The only areas left that are Russian-controlled on the west side of the Volga here are these 4 areas in red. We control everything else, but there is a massive Russian force right here in the Dzerzhinsky Tractor Works. And then down here in the Barakadi kind of ordnance factory, there is another large Russian force that's in weaker shape. I don't quite know what's in the middle here, between them and the brickworks here, and this area looks fairly well abandoned by the Russians now. So I'm not sure we have enough power to take the remaining 4 zones in the last 2 weeks of the campaign, given that the massive size of the Russian forces in 2 of these areas. However, the big question I wonder about is we're leading in the score in the top left corner 35-5, but I don't know if we need to take the whole city in order to win. I'm not quite sure. And once again, we're going to expect Russian counterattacks. But that aside, typhus aside, snow aside, and all the other bad things happening to the German troops aside, it's time for us to get moving. I have a rough plan, because we wiped out in the last turn, we wiped out this massive force that was floating around behind our lines. I think what I want to try to do is to bring as many troops as possible right into the kind of the edge here of this Barakadi ordnance factory. See if we can do 2 attacks at once. One to hit the brickworks, where I don't think there's that many Russian troops. That would cut off the Russian forces in half, and then strike with everything we can muster against the Barakadi Ordnance Factory, because if we could wipe those troops out, that would leave us just with this massive force up here to the north to worry about. That's our plan. I'll get started. We're going to move troops around and kind of allocate some attacks, and then let's see what we're going to be able to do this turn. Although it might take us 3 or 4 days, it might take us a little bit longer to get this attack set up. I'll get started and I'll be right back once we move everything around. Okay, this is handy. We've got 6 pioneer battalions showing up here. Very, very nice indeed. We'll get them right into the action. So we moved our pioneers that came up in here to try to take this Russian position in the north. That's kind of overpowered, I think, but I do want to clean it up, and then we can get them down into the action in the next turn. I did launch an attack right here in the middle, but I kind of screwed up because I thought the troops from this area would be able to move 1, 2, 3 and get in there. But I think with the snow, their movement points are limited, so most of them couldn't make it. That means we don't have the biggest force coming in here. I did scout this area. There's a lot of static defenses and actually a few infantry units, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that are relatively weak, but they're still there. So I'm not sure we have enough power. We are bringing most of our air force here, despite I think there might be anti-aircraft fire in here. We'll see how this all goes, though, as we move forward. I'll play the easy attacks, and then we'll come back for the big ones here. All right, we are not going to play cards up here, because we should have an easy victory. This is the attack up on the north by our freshly arrived pioneers here. We're going to click through that, skip the battle cards. Let's bombard them. Nice, 2 hits. This should be pretty straightforward here. Nope, we don't want to use our card there. Finish him off. There we go. Easy win. Can we overrun? We cannot. Now comes the big attack on the brick factory. This may have been ambitious. Oh wow, it is giving us a 80% chance of a victory here. We're going to save our better cards because this looks like it might work out pretty well for us here. Let's see how this goes. Defender cards, they're going to play a defender card. Soviet defender and factory, Soviet factor +2. Ooh, that swings the battle. 28% chance that they win now. We kind of really lost a little bit there, but we have a massive air force there. Good. Pounded them well there. That's good. Let's get in there and do more damage. Excellent. Attacker cards. I might... no, it's 88% chance that we're going to win this. And I like keeping the flamethrowers for perhaps later here. Still looking pretty good. We're going to hold the cards out. I feel like we should be able to get this. Their infantry is really weak. Finish them off. Nice. Retreat. Soviets retreated from battle. Good. Bombardment and combat rubble. We take that over. Excellent. Okay, so not such a bad start for us this turn. We were able to recap. I should have taken some units up in here too and taken that Soviet area, but oh well, we didn't. So we've taken over this area to the north. We can leave maybe one troop there and then come on down. Captured this, splitting the Russian forces here in the Volga, although I did check on this area here, and I thought these troops were all beat up and weakened, but they are not. There is a ton of troops here, and they're actually all in pretty good supply and shape here. So we'll see what the Russians do in the next turn. It could be a little bit dangerous here. I'm going to put up our air defense, and then we'll see how they respond. Oh, winter damage. Oh my goodness. So they're just rolling through our troops and just killing them off slowly by... Wow, this is... So they give us 6 battalions of supply and then just slowly nibble away at them here. Winter damage to our planes. Hopefully the winter's damaging the Russians here too. Okay, I'll allocate our replacements and then we'll figure out what we're going to do. And we lost an entire infantry unit to the fever. Typhus hits us. All right, so we distribute our points over best we could to kind of build up some of the weakest units that are in here. Let's see what the Russians do. Reinforcements got less there. 2 half-strength units. Mines thrown up there, that's fine. And here, barbed wire, that's fine. I don't know, what are the... Assault on Zahinsky Tractor Works. Oh, this I think is our garrison in the Tractor Works. I don't imagine we're going to have any hope of holding out there. They've got so many troops in there. That will give them some victory points, I think. Yep, there we go. Lost that. Okay, artillery fire. Hopefully not too much. I just get replacements into that Stug unit there, and now they wiped it out. Alright. But, all things considered, they didn't really move that aggressively to take new terrain. I mean, they captured the Tractor Works, which gives them a victory point, making it 34-6. But, I wonder what we can do now. Let's think. So we have a prisoners interrogated card. I'm kind of curious to see what they moved up here. Doesn't look like that much. Let's try here. That's not very much up there. I feel like we can retake this, and then perhaps it is kind of like a throw everything we can down here at the ordnance factory. I mean, bomb it, blow it apart, probably take 2 turns, but just try to hit it really hard. I want to see what's in there first, though. Rest. Okay, we've got 3 cards to discard. Oh my goodness. I'll discard these and we'll figure out what we're doing. So, we have a plan. Fortune favors the bold and all that kind of stuff. We are going to launch a 2-pronged attack from this side and this side on the Barakardi Ordnance Factory. If we look here with the Russians have in here down the bottom, though, we can see they are packed and stacked with a ton of full-strength units. I don't think we can take it, but I think it's worth the chance. We can always retreat after a couple of rounds of attack if we need to. So we're going to bring everything we can here. Aircraft, artillery, ground troops, and swarm it from 2 sides. Because if we could drop and drive them back, I don't think they have any place to retreat to. We'll set that attack up, and then we'll get busy. All right, here we go. Massive German attack on the Barakardi Ordnance Factory. I did make a mistake here. I forgot to leave a unit behind to defend the Lazur Chemical Works. Sometimes the Russians seem to be crafty when we make a mistake like that and take a hold of that. But could have been a mistake. We might have to backtrack there too. Brought our troops down. I left 1 pioneer unit up here to defend this border area. Brought the rest down here as far as we could. And then basically it's just throwing all we could get into the ordnance factory here. Here we go. It is time. I'll do the quick attacks and the bombardments, and then we'll be in for the big one. All right, this is the only attack we've got. I wonder what the odds are going to be. 50-50 down below. We're going to throw everything we can. Flamethrowers. It's funny because sometimes I feel they give us assault cards, but we can't use them. I'm not quite sure why. There's conditions on them, but they seem to match them. But anyway, we don't know. Okay, let's hit this. Oh, nice. I see lots of green hits there. 50% chance, 62% chance that Soviets are going to win here. Okay. We might do a couple rounds and then see how the casualties go and then back away here. Well, this isn't too bad. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It's back up to 51% chance for us to win here. -2 attacker cards. Yes, let's throw them in here. 2 extra units are inflicted to the enemy. Yes. Everything. All friendly with +1 bonus. Yes, we'll add that. Yes, we'll add the Stukas. Yes, we'll add the air support. Let's throw it all in here. One random Soviet unit receives a free reroll. Okay. Whatever. Oh, it's a 40% chance for a win now. Oh, come on. Let's get our aircraft in there. Hitting them. Lots of hits for us, I think. Ooh, looks like they're getting hits too. Oh, this is going to be bad. Ooh. 35% chance of win. Let's do one more. Come on, German heroes. There's warm buildings there. You can get out of the snow. Oh, let's miss. We're outnumbered, aren't we? This is a crazy attack. Oh, Axis side is routed. Ah, Mutius has been killed. The Commissar has been killed. Victory to the Soviets. Oh, that was bad. Okay, well, we retreated out of there. Okay. That must have been a little bit ambitious. Wow, we don't have any units left. Where did they all go? They all died. Oh, that could have been a bad move for us. And we lost our General Mutius, too, or Field Marshal Ludi. Wow, there's nothing left. Okay, that was dumb. That was like I want to redo that one. And there's a lot of Soviets still left. I mean, we beat them down pretty bad, but not that bad. That last wave of attack. Oh, and we left that area empty. That could be a critical failure here. Air defense move. Okay, we'll get busy. Winter is just smashing our units here as well. They're just... I hope they're killing the Russian troops too. Aircraft broken in winter. Stukas are broken. Okay, fine. Replacements. Okay, let's get some replacements in here, what we can. Ouch. Fever. -4 and -5. It's just wiping us out. This is a fingers crossed kind of move. I think the Soviets have a lot of potential to attack out of here, and I wouldn't be surprised if they do so. We have really depleted our defenses around there too, and we left that area empty. And they're usually pretty good at picking up areas when we make mistakes like that. Okay, reinforcements, fine. Hey. Oh, they're attacking. Not with a lot of force here, though. Hopefully we can hold. Let's hold. Hit. Hold. Hold. How come they get so many attacks? Hold. Yes. A rebel held. Good. Okay, they're bombing us here, which is fine. We're not... it's the bombardments aren't as bad as the typhus and the fever. Small attack up here. Okay. Missed. Keep missing. Keep missing. Keep missing. -1. Axis side is routed. Victory Axis. Okay, that's fine. So they got no new ground. Excellent. Okay, why not? 17th Panzer Division withdrawal. Starting in November, elements of the 16th Panzer Division will be reassigned to other sectors of the front. In game turns, all of the units of the 16th Panzer Division will be removed from play next turn. Taking appropriate measures not to leave gaps in your lines. What lines? So I think we need to re-equip. I found our troops here, actually. I thought they would have retreated 2 spaces, but all the troops that attacked on that previous turn ended up here in the Red October Steelworks. So that's actually not too bad. We didn't lose as many as I thought. So a little bit of hope there. I'm tempted to try again, but I can't see what's in here. So also want to try to bring some forces up here to see if we can take this area. So I'm going to try to move them in place. They probably won't be able to attack. So the rough idea is going to be strengthen our forces, bring them around in here to see if we can try again in the last week of the campaign to take the Barkardi, the ordnance factory here. So we'll move some things around, then we'll get going. Start here. All right, so we're not going to launch a big attack on this phase because I don't think we can muster the power. But instead, we're launching all our aircraft to try to hit the Barkardi ordnance factory. It's risky because I think we're going to suffer aircraft losses, but time's getting short, and so we're going to hit them, and I think we'll do that. We'll launch all our attacks in the next week. Then it looks like all of... I was able to get a spotter up here, get some information. This is where the massive Russian force has moved to, so I guess they're getting ready to attack somewhere. But that makes me wonder what's down in here. So I'm thinking we'll bomb this, and then by bombing it, we should get an idea what's in here. We might be able to come back in behind these units and take the Zahinsky Tractor Works again from them. So that might be coming up in the next week, but we'll do our bombardments now here. Let's see what we can find out here. Assault on the brickworks. Yeah, let's see if we can attack the fortress here. This would be good. Can we do anything? Nope. 65% chance we take it. That would be nice, because I think that gets us a victory point. But these are hard to take, because they dug into the limits here. Okay, one knocked out. Let's get it. It's still giving us a chance to win here. Soviet side is routed. Mobile units retreat. Victory Axis. Great. We picked up a victory point there. We've taken the brick factory. Okay, so let's try from the air here and see how we might lose our aircraft here. I think we're going to get hits on the aircraft. Hopefully not. One hit on our... Yeah. Okay, so one. But let's keep pounding them here. 2 hits. Okay. That's not... We're doing a lot of damage, though, I think, right? 3 hits. Let's keep going. Keep pounding. I might as well use it. Oh, actually, a lot of aircraft casualties, but did some damage. Okay, Sports Park is bombing this massive force. So let's see how much damage we do up here. A few hits. Okay. It's kind of nibbling away at them. And then this is what I'm curious to see what's in here. Yes. Okay, so they've got some air defense and stuff like that, but they've just got static formations and 1 battalion behind here. So I think next turn we can sneak in there and try to take that from up behind them. And that will probably force them to respond by coming in here. So let's put up our air defense and see what the Soviets do on their tech. I suspect this powerful army up here is going to go on the move somewhere. But the question is, where? Okay. Winter just chews away at our troops here now. Just killing us all. Fine. What a game. I mean, it really, I think, I have thoughts on the game and I'll mention them at the end, but it really captures the sense of just the absolute devastation that was Stalingrad for the Germans here, and the Russians too. But we just brought reinforcements into this unit here in the Red October worker settlement, and now they get hit by fever and all of them are dead. So, okay. Let's see what the Russians do here. Oh, wow. Interesting. They played this card here. Cost them 5 victory points. The VBS, is that, I'm not sure what that stands for. Commits more planes. German air units will suffer more losses due to battle attrition, but it cost them 5 victory points to do so. So it's now 35-0. So they gave up their 5 victory points for that. I'm sure there's a plan somewhere to this madness. More reinforcements coming in. They're depleted though, which is good. I'd really like, if we can't take the whole city, I would really like to at least take the Barkardi Ordnance Factory. Barbed wire. So they're throwing in a lot of static defenses. So they're bombing the oil refinery. Oh, killed that unit. But there's no ground troops there, so we're okay. Air defense move. Not super aggressive in here from the Russians on that turn. I thought they might move this larger force out of here, but they did wipe out some units and the fever and everything's weakened us. But time is running short for both sides here. All right. Anyway, we'll be back for the final week of this campaign in our next episode. We'll see if we can perhaps... I don't think we can take the whole city, right? This is too massive a force. We don't have the troops left to do it. But I would like to see if we can grab the Barkardi Ordnance Factory here. And then perhaps sneak in behind here and at least temporarily take the tractor works again. That's changed hands so many times. Thousands and thousands of lives lost there. But we'll be back in the next episode. I'll put a link to it as soon as it's ready. Thoughts and comments are always welcome, everybody. Have a great day. Take care.